Hey guys, it's Lindsay. I know this is kind of a weird angle that I'm coming to you from, but I am driving. I am on my way home from the weight and loss seminar that my surgeon held. Unfortunately, he wasn't there tonight. He's also the chief of surgery at the hospital that I'm going to be using, and he was on trauma call, so he could not be there, but the bariatric coordinator was there, and one of the ladies from his office was there to answer our questions. It only took about 30 minutes, and really they didn't answer any questions that I had. I mean, it wasn't anything that I didn't already know about. I did ask them one question. I know I've talked in previous videos about how my cardiologist seemed to be against me actually having the surgery, and I did bring that up because I don't want him to keep me from having this surgery. And they said that no, he's given clearances for other patients before, so they don't foresee that as keeping me from having the surgery. So that eased my mind a little bit. And then the other thing that I was asking about was medication, because even though the goal is to eliminate a lot of the medication that people are on once they have the surgery, for me, I'm still going to have to be on my bipolar medication, which I have quite a few that I take for that. And my worry was, how am I going to be able to figure out how to take all these, since I can't swallow anything bigger than a Tic Tac or a pencil eraser, and some of these are bigger and I can't break them in two. So yeah, it was just questions like that I had. And then another one was, would they be able to get me in before the end of the year? And if they can't, I don't think that I'm going to be able to afford to have the surgery. But they said that he's really good. Like, this is a really busy time of year, but he's really good about trying to work people in and get it done to meet their needs. So that made me feel a little bit better. But like I said, I mean, I just don't think I just can't afford to do it if I don't have it by the end of the year, because I've met my out-of-pocket, I've met my deductible, I wouldn't have to pay really anything. And so if it's after December 31st, everything's going to start all over again, and then I'm not really going to have much of a choice. I mean, I guess there are financing options, but I already have so many medical bills and I'm already paying on that I don't really want to add to that. But yeah, it's becoming more real, and I'm feeling more dedicated to it. Like, yeah, this is something that I'm definitely going to do. I'm not really on the fence anymore about it. It is something that I'm going to do. So a lot of things are going on right now, a lot of really stressful things. This weekend is Labor Day festival for Choctaw Nation, and so I will be having to work my shift at that on Sunday, and I'll be working in the art show from noon until 4 on, I think noon until 4 on Sunday. And then on Monday, everyone has to be there to hear Chief give his address to the nation and everything. So that's something I have to do this weekend. Don't really have a choice. Not really one of my favorite things to have to do, but you do it because you're voluntold. Another thing that is going on, it's really bothering me, is which I had a really bad date today, and unfortunately, because I'm having a bad day, I'm wanting to not stay on my diet that I've been on. Speaking of which, I've probably lost about 10 pounds if my scale is correct. My husband's not really sure if it is or not, but if it is, I've lost about 10 pounds. But anyway, back to my main point. I'm kind of in a tangent right now. So today was not really the best day. I was just kind of down today. I'm moody. I have these moments. Part of dealing with being bipolar, you have mood swings. Can't really help it. You just control it the best you can. But my projects have been relatively slow. I'm usually doing 300 plus projects a month, and I think this month and next month I'll be lucky if I hit 150 to 200, which I know is still a lot for most people, but for me it's like I have a lot of downtime and I don't really have anything else to do, and I don't feel productive. And there's someone else in the office that has come along that it's like she's just taken over, and I've completely lost my spotlight. If anything's going on, people want her to do it. If, like, for instance, there's going to be a conference that's going to be coming up in Tulsa in November, and I was asked to be on a panel, and everybody was wondering, why in the world would you ask Lindsay to be on this panel? Why wouldn't you ask this other person that she works with? It's like I've lost my reputation. Suddenly, I'm no good for anything anymore. I did get a little snippy with my boss today. He was asking me about the projects that I'm working on, if I have anything big going on with any of the agencies that I work with, and I don't. And then he was wanting to know if I was on any working groups or anything like that, like what I've been on before. And I said no. And and he was like, well, we have all these other things going on. So in your downtime, if you want to work on these, we'll go ahead and we'll just, have you work on them, help out with them. And my response was, you've got this other person. I'm sure she can handle it. What do you need me for? And I just walked away. I don't like sharing my spotlight at all. Like, that is something I don't want to do. I know I have to, but it's at the point now I can't put anything in the refrigerator without this person going in there and throwing it away. So, yeah, it's really frustrating. It's like they just come in and take over the whole office, and I'm left just in my little hole in my little office, just doing my projects. And really I feel like, well, just screw it all. I'll just stay in here and keep to myself and let everybody else have all the fun. So apparently I'm not needed anymore. I know it probably sounds like I'm having a pity party and that I'm just complaining and feeling sorry for myself, but truth of the matter is, that's how I feel right now. So, anyway, tomorrow I'm going to be, I know I told you guys last week when I did my update that I was going to be getting my hair chopped off. That didn't work out. I picked my dog up from having her surgery that day, which went well, as I said in my last update. And I was going to go that evening, but she was still a little woozy from the anesthesia, so I decided I better stay home and watch her instead of going and getting my hair cut. But I am going to be doing that tomorrow. One reason I'm doing that is because my hair is falling out. I haven't even had surgery yet, and my hair is already falling out like crazy. So when it gets longer, for whatever reason, it just falls out like crazy. So I'm going to chop it off, which I've worn it short a lot longer than I've worn it long. So next time you see me, I will have a different look going on. Hopefully it'll be a good look. Hopefully no tragic accidents happen with my hair. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to kind of vent and talk a little bit about what I've learned so far about the weight loss surgery, and I didn't do well over the weekend with my diet. I definitely cheated. I do really good during the week, and this is like beginning week. I've done 2 weeks of this now. This is beginning week 3, and I've done really well so far, I feel like, but during the week I do really, really good, and then on the weekends I don't do so good. It's just very difficult because I'm just kind of sitting around the house, not really doing anything. So I go back into those old habits that I need to break of eating out of boredom, being an emotional eater. And I can't tell you, like today, I want to just go, and I have not had a cheeseburger since I started this program, since I started going through the program with Choctaw Nation. It's been almost 3 weeks. I have not had a cheeseburger. I did have Chick-fil-A over the weekend, which was delicious and wonderful, and I feel like satisfied that fast food craving for me. And but I didn't feel good after I ate it. I did go for a walk Saturday, so that did help a little bit, but I wasn't feeling good from not eating well that day. And then yesterday I did okay, except for I ate a bunch of chips, and I knew I shouldn't do it, but I wanted them just because they were there. We had sandwiches earlier that day, and I had just bought a thing of like the small little bags, like what you put in a kid's lunchbox or something, those big packs where there's like 20 packages of the chips in there. And so they were just small little bags, but I ate far too many of them. And yeah, it was just because I wanted them. And I know that I can't keep doing that. I'm trying my hardest. I am trying so hard to break my old habits. And I've had a couple of meltdowns. I've been depressed because I can't have the food that I normally have. It's been playing this mental mind game with me. It's been really hard mentally for me to deal with this. It's getting a little easier at times, but at other times, like today, when I just had a bad day, I want to eat. I want food. Not to mention that I had lunch at like 11 something, and then I had a snack this afternoon, but it's like 6:33 right now, and I am starving. And I still have to go to the store when I get home, and then I'm going to go home, and then I need to cook something, and I'm making taco soup because that is what I am craving so bad. I just want all the beans and the meat and all that. It just sounds so good. And maybe an avocado. So, it's not a terrible choice, but it's not the best choice I can make, but it's still better than what I used to do. It's still better than going to McDonald's and getting the 10-piece chicken nugget meal with a Diet Coke and a double cheeseburger. It's still better than that. So, that's what I'm coming from. Getting the biggest order I possibly can at a fast food restaurant to like actually making myself cook at home, which I have cooked dinner for every night for the past 2 weeks, which means my husband, God bless his soul, I love him so much, has been doing a lot of dishes. So, yeah, I've been doing my best, and sometimes it just feels like your best isn't enough, but hopefully I can get myself back on track, and I'm going to try my hardest to do that and see how things go. And I still have time to lose weight. I don't finish the Choctaw Nation program until November 15th, and I see my surgeon on November 16th. So I still have time to lose some weight, and I'm going to do the best that I can to do that. And man, this is becoming a really long, drawn out video, but I just really needed to talk to you guys. I really needed to vent, and who knows, maybe absolutely nobody will watch this video. I have no idea, But yeah, I needed to vent. I'm just having a really bad day. So yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. I've kind of covered all of it. So I guess there's really nothing else to discuss, but if you guys are around Oklahoma for Labor Day weekend and want to come down to Tuskahoma to the Choctaw Nation capital, we are having Choctaw Fest. It is Choctaw Labor Day Festival this weekend, so everything's free except for the food. The rides are free. All the cultural demonstrations are free. There's an arts and crafts booth set up if you want to purchase different things. There's an art show. There's the museum there. There's always the unveiling of a new statue every year. So it's a lot of fun, and the families get to come out and enjoy it with their children. So yeah, if you're around, come on down to Tuskahoma and you can have a really good time. So, and I will be there on Sunday from noon until 4. So anyway, I'm getting close to home, so I'm gonna go. But thank you guys for listening, as always. If anybody actually does listen to these videos, I'm not sure. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.